Good afternoon, class. How have you been? I know that your exams are tomorrow. I hope all of you are preparing really well. It is going to be a multiple choice examination where you will have around 20 questions for which you might have 10 minutes to attend, and it will be questions from the classes we have taken earlier. ഇതിനു മുൻപ് നമ്മളെടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സുകളിൽ നിന്ന് ആ വീഡിയോകളിൽ നിന്നും ആ പ്രസൻറ്റേഷൻസിൽ നിന്നുമുള്ള ചോദ്യങ്ങളായിരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വരുന്നത്. സോ ഡോണ്ട് വറി, just watch the content and pay attention to the content that me and Harish sir have posted so far, and you will definitely do well. It's going to be an easy exam since we are conducting an online exam for the first time. We have made sure that it's not as difficult, so don't worry, just prepare really well, and at the precise time access your Google form and select your proper options and click submit only after you have answered all the questions, and do not refresh the page also in between, because you might lose all the answers which you have already saved. And then these are the general instructions that need to be given. Now we were discussing about resumes or CVs or biodatas earlier. So we discussed what are the elements of a biodata or the elements of a resume. Now today we'll discuss certain important features of a selling resume. Not just any resume, a selling resume. So what is the difference between a basic resume and a selling resume? A selling resume is actually a resume that is very impressive to the employer, which actually might just get you a job. A selling resume is something that might just get you a job. So that's the basic easiest way of conveying that. Okay. Now what are the features of a selling resume? First of all, it creates a very strong or crucial first impression. So a selling resume creates a very crucial first impression. So the employer you are contacting with does not have any idea what kind of a person you are, or what are your qualities, or whether you are a nice person or a bad person, or whether you are a committed person. So this is the only form of communication that you have with the employer out there, and so you need to make sure that your resume does that job. So this creates a strong first impression, which is very important when you want to get a job. And nextly, a selling resume will always have a catchy appearance and contents. So it's not as if it doesn't mean that being catchy should be very flashy with all the kind of ornamentation and decoration, but rather it should have a very professional and very neatly organized appearance, and it should be well organized and properly written and presented with an apt layout. There are many layouts which you can refer to, which may be available on the internet. So use the most contemporary and popular layouts, and it should definitely be free of errors. Now this is a document which presents what you are to an organization, so make sure that you don't make any errors, which would be actually a very wrong impression given to the company, that even in a resume you cannot express yourself without making an error. So that becomes a major flaw. So it should be impeccable, it should be without any kind of errors, and its purpose is to persuade that you have the abilities, the skills, and the personal qualities that the employer is looking for. So I told this example earlier also, that if you're planning to look for the job of a teacher, you don't write that you are a good horse rider in the resume, but rather you are a very good reader maybe. So what actually is the kind of employee that the institution wants? So think of that and highlight those qualities of yours. Design your resume according to the job and the institution to which you are applying to. And both the hard copy and the scannable resume could be attractive and serve the purpose, provided that the details are presented well. So the hard copy and the e-copy and the digital copy should look impressive, and all the information that is required by the employer should be given in a very logical and convincible manner. And a good resume is always accompanied by a well drafted cover letter. So what is a cover letter? It basically communicates something like, imagine, I'll just give you a very simple example. Respected sir, my name is Amaldev PJ. I am a PhD holder in English literature, and I happen to see the advertisement for this vacancy in your institution, and I would like to apply for the same. I have studied in these institutions, and I have done this kind of experience, and I have also attached my resume here with. Please go through the resume and let me know whether I am eligible to apply for the job, or I am eligible to work under your institution. So, sincerely, Amaldev PJ. Now, this was a very basic example that I gave. So, this is what constitutes a covering letter. So, you're actually communicating to the employer that why you're sending this resume, what's the purpose of it, and why you think you're eligible for the job. All those things very briefly communicated. That makes a cover letter. So again, a very significant point when you're preparing a resume. So for the time being, since you have your exams tomorrow, I'm not delving deeper into anything. These points will definitely not be there for the exam. Don't worry. These will be there for the next internal only. So all the best for the exams, and listen to this video a couple of times and note down the points, okay, because I don't want you to miss out any points. Thank you. All the best for the exams.